guys, welcome back to Small World Tech. Today I'm going to be covering the basic setup of a Mikrotik router. The router that we're going to use is the HomeAP Mini, the same one that I covered in one of my previous videos. As you can see on the screen, this is what the basic layout would be of setting up just a standard Mikrotik router. The purpose of this video is just to allow the average home user the ability to set up one of these Mikrotik routers for themselves. It is going to be a very basic setup. There are many ways that you can set up a Mikrotik router, but for this video it's going to be just a straightforward setup using Mikrotik's webfig, which is setting up the Mikrotik router through your web panel. So what you're going to need is your Mikrotik router, followed by a laptop or a PC. You'll then be connecting an Ethernet cable from your internet provider straight to your Mikrotik router port 1, which will be labeled internet on majority of the Mikrotik routers. Then port 3, 4, 2, those will all be LAN ports. For the purpose of this, I'd say connected your computer to Ethernet 2. I have also listed an IP address range here for the router and an address here for the computer. You won't get an address straight away when you connect your computer to the router, as the router hasn't been set up yet. So what you'll see is I've connected it at the moment, and as you can see here, I have no internet, no network. At the same time, if I take a look to see for an IP address, I don't have any IP address, which means I don't have any internet connectivity yet. So what you're going to do is, once you've connected up your router and you've connected up your computer, you're going to need to open up your network settings and go to your network connections. From there, go to your Ethernet port, and we're going to assign a static IP address to your computer. So you can just make it as follows, 88.2, and don't worry about putting in a default gateway at this point. There is no internet, so there's no need to put a default gateway in. The purpose of this is just for you to be able to connect to your router for setup. So a way to check now is I'm going to ping the router itself, which is 192.168.88.1. As you can see, I have a response, so we know step 1 is completed and working. Step 2 is you're going to open up your web browser, and then you're going to connect to the IP address that you just pinged, which is the 192.168.88.1. Okay, once connected, the screen in front of you, this is what you'll be presented with. Currently on this router, it's come up wanting to be set as a wireless ISP AP. We're not going to be doing that. Other videos down the line will cover more advanced setup tutorials. For the purpose of this, we're going to be doing straightforward home access point setup. So you're going to go here to your Quickset, and as you can see, there's a whole load of options you could choose. For this one, we're going to choose HomeAP. And then what you see in front of you is your very basic setup. So under the tab here for internet, you have your address acquisition. Now you can put in a static address if your provider has one, or you can put in your PoE account if you're going to run your home router in bridge mode. For the purpose of this, I'm going to leave it as automatic because the router I'm connected to already hands out an IP address. And as you can see here, this is the address that I have received from my home internet router. The firewall portion that you see here, leave it ticked. Reason for this is you want to have your router protected from the outside world. You don't want it to be attacked. You don't want any connections to be coming through onto your WAN port that is malicious from outside. So we leave this connected. Then, as you can see below here, this is the IP address range that the router will be set up with. Again, you can change this. We will go through this at a later stage with customizing your IP address and going a lot more advanced. But as I say, for this is a straightforward setup for a home user that's never worked with a router before and does not quite understand how networks work, IPs work, subnetting, etc. So we're going to leave it as this. This will be the router's address, which will also act as the gateway. Then this is the DHCP range. So you got your 192.168.88.10, and that goes to 254. This is the pool of addresses that will be allowed to be assigned to users that connect to your home network. On the left, we have your wireless settings. Not all Mikrotik routers have wireless. For this one and this purpose, this one does have wireless. So what I've got here on the left is the basic setup for your home wireless. So the network name that you see here, this is the SSID that you'll see currently broadcasting at home. We're going to change this to home Wi-Fi. You can make it whatever you like. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to call it that. Frequency, you can set it to whatever frequency you like if you understand that. For this purpose, I would say always just leave it to auto. Band, you can leave that as well. That will just allow support for current Wi-Fi devices and legacy Wi-Fi devices. Under country, you will select the country that you live in. For mine, it's South Africa. Reason for this is every country has its own laws as to what frequencies and channels you can broadcast in, what power your antenna can output. So to avoid any mishaps or errors or conflicts, rather set it to the country that you belong to, and that will do its own setup in the back end. The next thing you want to do is secure your Wi-Fi. So you're going to add a password. I'm just going to add a very simple password. Obviously for your home network, don't use password. Use something with no uppercase characters, special characters, something that is a lot more secure and can't be attacked by your standard dictionary attacks. Okay, then the next thing that we're going to do before we finish up with our setup is you're going to give your router a password. This is the section here. Reason for this is you don't want your router to be exposed, because should somebody try to connect to your router, if there's no password, they're able to get onto your unit and they'll be able to make multiple changes to your unit, possibly even lock you out of your unit. So you're going to add yourself a password, and you can view your password. Again, don't use password as a password for this training. I'm just going to put that in. Once you're happy with your setup, you're going to hit apply configuration, and then that's done. You still won't have any internet just yet. So for example, I'm going to ping Google. Now the reason for this is because I still have a static address, and in that static address we never added a gateway. So what we're going to do is go back to our network settings, and we're going to remove that static address and put your network back to obtain an auto IP. Once I apply that, you should see there my network has just changed. Now what we're going to do is do a quick lookup, and you can see I've been given an IP address and I have a gateway now, and if I do a ping to Google, I have internet. And to do a quick check, let's go to google.com. We can get to that, and what we can do is go to YouTube, and there you go, we have internet. And that is the simple setup of setting up a Mikrotik router with a webfig. It takes you a couple of minutes and you're online and ready to go. What we will do in future videos is I will do more advanced setup tutorials and go a little bit more in depth. As you can see on your webfig, if I refresh the page now I'm prompted to put in a password. So the router is also secured. So I've logged in. There are other options that you have on the router. We will go more in depth on this at a later stage. You have a terminal window. This is for more advanced users. You can also use your terminal window if you would like to check that you've got internet connection from the router. So there's a ping to Google, and as you can see I have breakout. Then you have the actual webfig itself, and the webfig is access to the whole router. Um, your interface, this is the interface is on this current router, so you can see there's your Ethernet 1, which is your internet. You've got Ethernet 2 and 3, those are your LAN ports. And then on the left here, you have a lot of other options. As I say, we will go through these in a later video, but for the purpose of this training, we've used the Quickset on the webfig, and this is to get you online with basic security and have you ready to go in a few minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please subscribe on the link below, and if there are any other suggestions or videos you'd like me to cover, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see what I can put together for you guys. But yeah, expect more videos to come from me, and we'll go over not just Mikrotik but other networking devices, other routers. We'll cover other tech, software, working with IoT devices. For now, this is just covering your basic setup with the Mikrotik router. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.